As you may know, we have covered quite a bit of Medieval Dynasty content on this server, and we have also mentioned from time to time that the main thing that this game was lacking was combat. For a supposed war-torn area, there was little in the form of raids or actual danger to your civilians. There are now bandit camps after the last update, however they do not feel like a core functionality per se, but as an optional method of playing the game. Well, here comes Sengoku Dynasty, scratching that very itch. It has just been released on consoles and already has co-op, so it's absolutely in a perfect spot to connect friends all across the world. You can choose multiple difficulties, but the best experience for you the first time is probably normal, as this is how the game is meant to be played. Afterwards you enter character creation mode, where you can make your Japanese character. You can also specialize yourself to get a little bonus, peasant for a more challenging path, artisan, builder for crafting focus, fighter and hunter for combat focus, or trader for financial focus. And all these bonuses can be unlocked in the game, but this just gives you a little boost. You start with yourself or some friends on a beach, and by following the first few quests pretty much directly run into a ruined town. There is no random map, so subsequent gameplay will be on the same map, and the map itself is divided into provinces or regions, and each one must be conquered for a reward by defeating their leader. This is a core element to the game, and it's important for progression, as each area will help you unlock new items and resources. Importantly, however, you are not locked into one region. If you have enough skill, the whole map is open to you from the start. Your first region is the Susogi region, where your focus will be copper tools. And you can find several starter items and also a Jizu figure on your way to the first quest. This sets the tone for unique aspects from this game: religion, the way of the monk, which plays a massive role in the game. It is sort of like a mix between merchant and bard class from your town, and you can also see this in your other skills: the way of the leader that helps you with management and production, the craftsman that helps you with your daily tasks, and the warrior that is combat focused. Some buildings can also be unlocked by certain skills, so it's important to level them all up. For a little bit of added security, when you begin you can equip the paddle you find to your quick bar, as you will also need to do with the other tools like knives. Any tool on the quick bar may be used in the world, and if they break and you have a spare in your inventory, they will be replaced automatically. And even when you just craft a fresh one, this will automatically remember the last slot this tool was used. Q opens a menu to handcraft basic tools, and making an axe allows you to cut down trees, while making a pickaxe allows you to cut stone, and so forth. But a lot of materials can be simply harvested by hand, like loose stones, bushes and forageable food. Then there is the all-important hammer. The tool allows you to unlock building itself, and right-clicking with a hammer in your hand will open the building menu, and basic structures will allow you to build a campfire to start cooking some food. This build menu is very similar to Medieval Dynasty, however there are more options even at the start for buildings and decoration. Food is also an important consideration in this game, else you starve, but eating and drinking is combined in a single bar, so no need to worry about them separately. Following the beach, you may already run into an enemy camp. Fighting is not overly hard, especially 1 versus 1, but requires some patience. A very important one is the control key, as you can dodge attacks. But you can only dodge if you're not stuck in an animation. Your attacks will always turn into combos, which can get you stuck in those animations easily, making it unable to dodge incoming attacks, but just hit once with left click, or do a power attack with right click, or even do a jump attack, then wait for the incoming damage and dodge it with control. But make sure you also use the S key to move backwards at the same time, else you just jump forward. After that, try some careful combos, and the enemies may drop good gear and money, and the camp also has a chest, with for example a healing potion or other valuable items. For consoles you have to check the keys on the controller of course, but other keys of note are the shift to run, and the alt to block and parry, and the C to crawl. You often find cages too, and these may hold prisoners, but also wild animals, which you can semi-safely dispose of, but be very aware that you don't combo yourself too close, because a bear will one-shot you. Dying is not too bad, as you lose some experience and some of your carried gold, so not really fun, but it doesn't end your game in neither co-op or solo. Equipping your knife, you can skin wild animals for meat and furs. Taking out camps is fun and will quickly level your way of the warrior, which can help you fight longer without running out of stamina, do more damage, get more health and even get more resources from skinning. Get the last one first, as they will allow you to gain much more resources from skinning. Entering the village allows you to gain a bell. You need a bell tower to begin settling. You can do it inside the ruined village, as it will give you a large amount of resources by just removing the buildings and all the other ruined decorations with an axe. You can also build it somewhere else, but it is a large flat area with most of the starter quests, so that is up to you. This game is highly focused on having multiple towns, most likely one per region, so you'll have plenty of chances to find better spots later. After the bell tower, the first house must be built so you can start recruiting people. And building starts with the foundation segment, then the floors, then the walls, the roof and lastly the furniture. A small house can have up to 2 beds, one is placed automatically and you can add one more later. This will also allow you to recruit people, but not yet. Building is a bit easier than other games like this, like Medieval Dynasty. For example, the roof is just 1 unit, which is massive, and placing furniture of choice on a grid on the floor is another massive bonus. You can now find people to recruit, and best is to open the quest menu and find which quests are available. One is to reach Dynasty level 7, which will happen automatically if you build more unique buildings and gain more people, and the other one is to tell the first quest giver you have completed the house. This will unlock talking to 3 more people, each with a different background, which you can recruit by following their questline. Once you recruited someone by asking if he or she wants to live in your village, you can go to the Dynasty tab and assign a home by selecting a bed. Next up is a storage. But if you want to quickly empty some inventory, you can make containers and place them on the floor. You can change walls of any buildings, move doors to different places and modify the material. But don't place too many doors in your storage, as your furniture may block access. Looking at the floor, you can also rename and move the structure. The storage will come with 180 rows, and from this point on you can craft and build from the storage as long as you're in the blue bordered area. Adding more storage furniture won't help you get more rows, and other storages require different buildings. Whenever you are placing any building, you will see the borders of your village. From the Dynasty screen you can also rename your village. The villages that are being recruited need to work, and basic materials are needed first, which is also the building you can build, the forager's hut. This one comes with a forager's workplace, storage for wood and general items. A herbalist station as well and another bed. The forager can help find basic materials like stone, sticks and grass, but also simple food items. The herbalist can just make healing brews for now. To unlock more, go to the station and purchase the unlocks. But best is to leave the place vacant for now and craft those yourself. However, the most awesome feature is that you can simply go to furniture and then production buildings and place a second forager's workplace to assign another worker in the same building. Having built some buildings now, you can level up your way of the craftsman, which will help you build more easily. Just taking a few levels will nullify all stamina used in building. By now the game tells you a raid is coming in a few days and you can build a guard post to make a guard. You will also see some stats being tracked in the Dynasty tab now, first being meals, and at 5 population, heating will be added, and the bigger you grow, the more you will need. Under priorities you can adjust which food is allowed to be eaten as well, but for multiplayer only the host can see this tab. Your production buildings will be your main progression, and each first time build will give you Dynasty experience, so you want to build them. Some of them require Dynasty level, but others will require finding special items. This counts for a lot of things, for example finding a unique crop will unlock the seed bag and so on. To unlock farming you will need a workshop first, which will be very important building to make your first weapons and basic gear. And with farming you can vastly improve your food income, thus grow faster. Also standard houses unlock very soon with a maximum of 4 beds, and even large houses who can hold even more beds. You can build woodcutters to automate logs income and a mine to unlock ores, but to progress further to bronze you will first need to liberate the region and build a bridge to another region. Each region has a lot of bandit camps, but one much larger camp with a bandit leader, and those are tough to take out. Playing co-op will help you make that a lot easier. The loot of those bandit leader camps will be massive, and it helps to have a perk early on the ways of the leaders to get more loot from chests. You can make special project buildings to remove enemy camps or build bridges to other regions to progress further in the game. After the first season, the raid will start and your guard will prove to be really valuable as he is a formidable warrior. Regardless, you definitely want to help out as multiple waves crash on your city. You could build a wall of stone around the city to help you, and as soon as you build one stone wall, many other pieces will unlock, as it is with many buildings like that. You can build them once to get the variants. Afterwards, you want to build a tailor to get some armor, masks and other gear, as well as make linen cloth. There will be many sellers around the map that will help you gain money, and you need it badly to unlock all the many things that require money to unlock. What could help you is invite people by using the trade buildings, starting with the beggar hut and then better trading posts. You soon also get better in fighting and learn to effectively wait for an enemy attack and block, but you can for now just spam the block key to be guaranteed to get a parry. For enemies count, if the blue bar is depleted, they will be stunned and parrying helps doing that. Clearing camps will be challenging and enemies become stronger in later seasons and as you unlock and liberate more regions, but so will you. There is much more to this game, but this is just a review and spoiling everything won't be fun. There are a massive amount of quests and villagers will also seasonally give you quests, so there will be plenty for you to do, and of course you can start working on a spouse to start your dynasty. But they are not easily charmed and want you to be a strong ruler before they even care about your attempts. This world is alive and bandits are everywhere, so plenty of fighting. The fighting is unique and challenging, even frustrating as you get stun blocked or was too careless in not dodging and parrying. I could compare it endlessly to its predecessors, but that is a bit unfair, as for example Medieval Dynasty had many years to mature. What Sengoku does have is all the great things that took years to come to that game, and they definitely learn from mistakes from other games. I do recommend this game and you are guaranteed to have a great time. I will make a more extended guide in the future, so make sure to subscribe and like to help us out. Thank you for watching and see you next week, every Saturday on Forgotten Games, for a new review.